I released my first song this year in May and decided to try using playlists to promote it. One of the platforms I decided to use was Groover, and at this point, it has been 1 month and a half since I started running the campaign on the platform. In this video, I want to show you how I set it up, my final results, and my overall experience on it. The first thing I did was select the song and add information about it. One key requirement was either a YouTube, AudioMac, or SoundCloud link because that was the link curators were going to use to listen to the song. In the next section, I selected playlist curators I would like to consider my song for their playlists. I needed to filter the information I wanted. Now, the song is a rap song and typically falls under the hip hop genre. So I was given some other suggestions like international rap and chill hip hop, which I chose because the song was a bit laid back. But a lot of the genres that I chose were under that same hip hop genre. For the curator types, I was seeking playlist curators, so that's what I was focused on. The next thing I did was select countries I would like my curator options to come from and found that 159 curators matched my specifications. The platform has credits called Groovies, which I used to add curators to my campaign. Each addition was 2 Groovies, but some curators cost a little more to add. Now, my budget was 100 Groovies, courtesy of Groover. I reached out to them with a 30-day promo campaign idea that I just completed for my song, and they agreed to collaborate. I used 50 Groovies on normal curators and the other 50 on higher rated ones. I ended up with 35 curators in total. The next step was to write a pitch, which I already had written. I actually show my process in a past video, which you'll find in the description. So in this part of the video, I'm going to show you the results from over a month of using this platform, of getting responses from playlist curators in this platform. And to be honest, I'm impressed by the results. So I'm just going to walk you through the dashboard. So here you can see on the left-hand side, we have responses received, 33. Now keep in mind that the number of curators we reached out to were 35, and I'm going to tell you where the missing 2 went. Then here we have shares. We have 10 playlist curators who shared the song. So we made it to 10 playlists through Groover. Then promises to share, we have 2 curators who promised to share the song. And then asks to know more, we didn't have any of that. So let's take a look at all the responses. Let's go back to the very beginning. You can see the first response we got here was on 27th. Just to talk about the 2 missing responses, here you can see that these 2 playlist curators didn't reach out to me. If a playlist curator has not reached back out to you after 14 days, is it 14 or 7 days? One of those 2. If they haven't reached back out to you, you're refunded the Groovies that you used to add them to your pool of playlist curators that you want to reach out to. The first response I got was feedback, clean transitions, strong vibe and direction, refining subtle dynamics and structure could elevate the emotional impact of the track. So that is their feedback. When they give feedback like that, when you see tagged feedback, it means they haven't shared your song. This was on 27th. And mind you, I started using this platform. I actually sent out my pitch on 26th. So a day in, this is the result that I'm getting. 2 days in, I got my first share. My first share was to this playlist. Basically, they gave me this review. It's pretty long. I'm not going to read through it, but they shared my music to their playlist. As you can see here, this is their playlist. So you can see it has over 2,000 saves and then 34 songs. So it's a short playlist, and you can see that it was updated a week ago. Before that, there are 2 songs here that have been on the playlist for the last 2.5 years minimum. So those are goals. If you can get your song to be a part of a playlist like this, that would be crazy. But of course, mine is not here anymore. It has been over a month. These have been recently added. But basically, that was the first person who added me to their playlist. And this is what it looks like. So there's the option here for me to rate the share. Of course, I'm going to give it 5 stars. I don't know what it does for them. So high impact. I'll just click all this and send to Groover. So that is how it looks to get a share on Groover. Now, other forms of responses are asks to know, we didn't have that. Promises to share. Let's take a look at a few promises to share. We have Drixet Sound, which replied on July 4th and say they promised to share. Basically, what they will do is add your track to Spotify playlists. Drixet Sound generally takes about 42 days to share a track. This is a feature that I actually liked because when someone promises to share, I think Groover has the analytics to show the amount of time, the average amount of time a curator takes to share a song once they promise to share it. So they are able to reach back out to them. Here you can see 42 days. They remind them at 21 days. The feedback here, in addition to the promise to share, was, "Hey, Mr. from Uganda, wow, this was something else. Your flow is just crazy, smooth, confident, and full of purpose." Basically, that's what a promise to share looks like. So the results were that I got to be shared to 10 playlists. And something that I would like to actually highlight was one of the playlists that I got from Groover. More on that in a minute, but first, I want to talk about two characteristics which I really liked. One of them is the fact that it's very easy to use. From the time you're signing up for it to the point at which you've set up your campaign, you've started it, it's now running, I feel like the process is very seamless. And I feel like they have made it that way to make sure that even someone who's just getting into the game, a young independent artist, can come in and still feel welcome to use this platform. The second thing that I liked was how highly targeted their platform is. So the filters that they have available allow you to filter by things like countries. If you want to maybe reach out to playlist curators that are based maybe in Africa, you're able to do that with this platform. If you want maybe playlists that are based in Brazil or in North America or in Australia, wherever it is, you're able to zero in on those particular curators and they will produce that information for you. Those are the curators that they'll suggest to you. So I like that aspect of it. Now, back to the point that I was trying to make earlier, they have also had a high impact on my account. At the moment, my account has been getting traffic, has been getting listeners from one of the playlists that I actually reached out to using their platform. I'm still on their playlist, and I feel like I'm about to, be phased out of it, but that's all good because I've seen people save the song as well. So I'm hoping that will also, that will also convert into something later on, whereby people keep coming back to the song to listen to it, and maybe are also suggested the songs that I plan to release. I'm releasing a song in the next few days, so let's see how things go. That has been my review of Groover, and if you want to use the platform, I have my link down below in the description. I'll see you in the next one.